What is going on? We are back here again on Twitch, 2 in a row. I must be feeling a little better, huh? Good job here once again. Should be a fun matchup here tonight. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Stacks, and we are here again for another great game here in the Eastern Conference, featuring two of our heavy hitters right here. It's going to be Charlotte taking the trip to Pennsylvania to face on the Pittsburgh Roughnecks. Going to be a fun ride in this one. The game is already ready to go. All I gotta do is just hit that play game button, but should be a fun ride between these two teams. A lot of talent all over these offenses. The defenses have big playmakers as well, so I can't wait to see how this one goes down. Pittsburgh needs this game in the worst way, because they are now in a position where they could potentially be lapped tomorrow by another Eastern Conference team, which would be the New Jersey Battalion. So they need to at least win tonight to ensure that they'll have the number 3 seed going into week number 11. The playoffs are coming soon. It'll be here next month, so make sure you watch out for that, or should I say it should be coming along within the January set, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you watch out for that. It's going to be a fun ride. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. You know how we do. We keep it rolling. I just got to send one quick message before I hit the play game button. Don't hit me. Don't hurt me. Let's go ahead and get into it in just a little bit. Okay, cool. So got everything ready to go. Should be all set. Let's hit that play game button. And let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, if you don't mind me doing it. Looks like Charlotte will be sending this one away. And we are underway. Let's get into, let's flip it over, as it looks like Pittsburgh's going to start us off with the football. Let me go ahead and click over so you can hear what I'm hearing. And Pittsburgh's going to start out on offense. Let's get into it. 1st and 10 coming up. Money Mills looking, quick pitch in. Going to be caught there from Mike Hawk, who's going to take it past the 35-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming. Kyle Wu, what's happening? Doc Boone is here from Charlotte. Money Mills is here from Pittsburgh, as is Blake. I'm definitely here, so let's get us let's make sure this is a good game. Best of luck to both of these teams. Again, a 2nd and 1. They're going to send Guy Clausen in motion, fake it, and then fake it one more time. Bryce Zerns looking for the play, but not getting home. That's going to be Ty White getting inside Charlotte territory with that play, and that's going to be 2 solid plays so far here for Pittsburgh. They're on the move and they're inside Charlotte territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. Looking very nice so far. As they go ahead and drop it back, here comes Money Mill the field, and tried to fit that one to who I believe was Blake Grant, but could not quite hit the mark. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Now, I did mention this earlier in the last game. We're opening up one more thing in the player store for the quarterbacks. There is a census pressure, which I'm going to switch to force passes a little bit later on, but it'll allow you to actually launch it like this in coverage, and it's got a man open. It's going to be Blake Grant over the top. Roll it up. What you find? A W, a touchdown there for Pittsburgh. And what a dot there from Money. Over the head of Lopez. And that's going to put Pittsburgh on the board early. Kick from Anita's all day. And Pittsburgh's going to let it rock. Let that siren play. I haven't heard it in a minute. Make sure you're getting that giveaway. Thank you, Davis. I should have said that earlier, but Pittsburgh already on top. And I did have the what's the name up. Make sure you get into the predictions as well if you have not already. Let me see where the standings are right now for that. Looks like Charlotte is in the lead, 61%. I didn't put mine in. I'm not going to choose. It might be a little too close to call. You never know what's going to happen now that I've seen the first touchdown. So I'm going to let it rock. Best of luck to everyone doing that, as well as Charlotte's going to hit the field. It's going to be kneeled down there from Vic Dodson. Cabana's won it last stream, so she's trying to double back. There's only 3 people up in here. Hit the exclamation point USFA if you don't want it to go back to Huntington Beach. I'm pretty sure they've won at least 70% of all of these predictions we had, and I do have to catch up the ones from the last streams before all my craziness. So we're going to get this one off to Doc Boone, who's going to pass the 30-yard line, the only halfback currently. Over 900 rushing yards and over 10 TDs, and he's intent on breaking that 1,000-yard mark in this ball game. Definitely a good start of 6. As this is going to go back to Doc Boone, who's going to find another hole and pick up the first again. 2 for 12 so far. Therefore, the big-time running back is going to be 1st and 10. He's clearly in the lead for halfback of the year. I'm not expecting anything to change up to that point. There's not that many games left, but he's been so dominant all season long. It's kind of hard for me not to think that he has another Pro Bowl in his future, along with halfback of the year for the first time, as they stretch it to the right side, and this time Pittsburgh's ready for it. That's going to be a loss of 1 thanks to big homie Austin Wheeler. He's been having some issues with holding on to the face mask. I believe he's had 4 in the last 2 games, so going to be interesting to see if that was to pop up again for him. Watch out for number 56, as it looks like Hank Falco is going to be winding up for his first pass of the game, looking for a man. Going to throw this one, looks left side, is going to be a jumping catch there from number 7 Tomlin Clementine, and now it's a long 3rd down situation here for Charlotte. Passing it, looking for a man on the run. Going to find his man. There goes number 8, MJ Witten, getting that catch. The Tulane product gets it done. And now Charlotte's on the move, trying to get something cooking on this Pittsburgh defense. Catching it behind the back, making that one happen. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. What's going on with you this weekend? Are you getting a drink for your boy? As we see a handoff, and it's going to the backup. This time it's Pablo Sanchez taking it to the 35-yard line. Well in field goal range for Mr. Jake Parkey, but they want a little bit more than that. It's 2nd and 1. Are you getting some chicken wings? Are you getting some tacos? What are you eating this weekend? Let me know. Quick pitcher right side and caught again by MJ Witten. He's going to hang on to it as he gets dragged down at the 25-yard line. The Charlotte offense not giving up. Is going to be 1st and 10 coming. Handoff, Doc Boone in the middle, and he's going to get close to the 20 there, maybe the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 here for the Charlotte halfback. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Passing it, looking middle field and caught. There goes Clementine for another 1st down play. Falco 4 for 4, 40 yards. Charlotte on schedule, and they'll need some points if they want to reclaim that top spot for most points scored by a team this season. That is currently held by Huntington Beach, with them putting up another 30-piece this week. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Going to stretch this one right side, and a lot of blocking. That'll get them inside the 10, not much else. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Shout out to Kyle Wu and Ryan Davis in the chat, hooking your boys up with the stats, keeping it up to date for me. That way I don't have to worry a little bit, but it's all good. I'll do it if I have to. You know how we do. Looking for a man. Quick pitch to Vic, and he's going to take it himself. And he's going to get yet another score on the season. His first catch of the game is a big one, and they'll be an extra point away from tying this one up. The slant route is deadly, and he makes them pay. Looks like Mother Dunn was matched up on them. Clear mismatch, as we'll wait for the extra point. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. I don't have to look at it. And we're back to a tie ball game here, folks. A night shift looking pretty nice. Both offenses finding a way to get down the field. Pittsburgh more of explosive, but Charlotte showed why they're top 3 team here in the league. In my opinion, they're number 2. And they got a pretty big matchup next week, so make sure you watch out for that. I believe they're facing Huntington Beach. Ryan Davis will remind me, I'm sure, if he's in there. And it should be a fun ride here. As always, the United Sim Football Association, the premier football simulation league in the land. You really can't do any better than us. I'm trying to tell you, no other league is doing it like us. And we're only going to get bigger and better as time goes along. Let's go ahead and get into it. As we've hit the first day of December, how you feeling? As we're going to see a return here past the 20 to around the 25-yard line. There goes Guy Clausen. Going to make it 1st and 10 again. Always expect the shootout when we play Charlotte. That's what Money Mills, the quarterback for Pittsburgh, said. Definitely agree right there. Both these teams are well equipped to put on points. Today was smooth. I like a Kyle Wu. Did you get any wings, though? That's what I want to know. 1st and 10 here. Trying to get a man off sides, not to be looking. A quick pitch and almost throws a pick. Lakota Sentawakua and I believe a bot player was in the area. Definitely not the greatest of passes there. Going to make it 2nd and 10. Poe politicking, throwing out another 5 biddies. Thank you so much, big homie. As we see a pass looking for the screen, but it looks like it's pretty well guarded. That's going to be a stop in the backfield, and that is going to be 3rd and 15 now here for this Pittsburgh offense. They'll need to go deep. Looking for the pass. Protection's breaking down, and he's launching it again. Why not? Going to be caught, and Blake Grant breaking out in this one. That'll get him back in the red zone. Blake Grant showing why he is a top prospect. He looks like he's finally getting the touches that he's been looking for. He's already over 60 yards today. And not quite in the red zone. I thought he was in the red zone, but very nicely done. As Money Mills is lining it up, handing it off a big hold there for big homie, but he's going to stay on his feet and push forward for another 5 or 6 yards. Unfortunate for them, it won't really count for much. It's going to make it 1st and 19 coming up. Great fight nonetheless there for Mike to get all those yards. Too bad it doesn't count. And Pittsburgh said they ain't playing games. They said, I gotta go and make this money. Passing it right side and gonna be caught. Tackled down immediately by who I believe is Chris Sheen. There's gonna be a gain of 6 on that play. There goes Guy Clausen with his first catch of the game. And it's going to be another screenplay to the other side, but the defense was ready, and that's going to be another loss as they tried to catch him off guard. But the defense of Charlotte not playing games. They know what Mike can do as a threat receiving the football. Definitely one of the more dual threat type halfbacks in the league. He could get it done any which way. 3rd and 16. Pittsburgh will have to get past the 11 to keep the drive alive. or they'll have to settle for a 3 as they throw it short, and that'll get them close to the 20. Not enough for the first down. Ty White with the catch, and that'll make it 4th and 10. We should see the field goal team come out. Set up by the penalty there. They had the first down and a little bit more, but could not recover. And here comes Anita Dickamy from the left hash. Kick is going to be up, and that is going to be good. Let the siren play real quick so they get some points. Much better, much better. 8 seconds left in the first. And it's going back to Charlotte, who was able to score as well, as that one goes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A great boot. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. It is pretty windy, so I'm sure it's picking up that football. May be able to see some longer field goals if need be. But we'll see the Charlotte offense come back onto the field. As it looks like Charlotte's going to that deadly wild royal, and they're going to go ahead and run it. Go with the reverse. There goes big homie Doc Boone, but he's going to get chopped down, and there's a hold on the other side of the field. That's going to make it 1st and 19 coming up here for Charlotte. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Let's get into it. Flip the field. Charlotte's back onto the field. They'll need to go pretty long ways to get the football back in range to get the first down. Looking for a man. Going to launch towards the middle, and there goes that top wide receiver prospect right there, Kai Coco. And that'll be a first down play already. Looked like they could have gone a few different ways. They could have gone to Vic as well down the seam, but decided to just make sure they picked up the first. Nothing wrong with that. Kai Coco doing his thug thizzle as they look for another pass here. Looking for a play middle of the field, and caught. There goes that man again as he gets dropped at around the 42. And that's going to be yet another first down play here for Kai Coco. Charlotte's offense hasn't found a way to get stopped yet. They've just moved the football down the field with ease. Passing it, middle of the field, and caught. And there goes Vic Dotson with catch number 2. As Hank Falco's currently 8 for 8. Going to make it 2nd and 4 coming up. What's going on, Canes? How you feeling? That's defensive tackle Jerry Philbin. Make sure you hit exclamation point USFA to get in that giveaway, potentially win some prizes or win a prize. You never know. 2nd and 4 here. Handoff. There goes Doc, who's going to rumble forward, make that 3rd down a lot more feasible. It's 3rd and 1 coming. Thank you, big sir. 6 total in the giveaway. We need a little bit more. Make sure you hit it if you haven't already. Gonna be a handoff again to Doc Boone, who's gonna push forward, and he's gonna pick up the first. That'll get him to the 30. It's gonna be 1st and 10 here for Charlotte. Let me see where Kai Coco is in regards to yards. See if he's almost at breaking 1,000. Actually, he already broke it with his first catch. He's over 1,000 yards, so congratulations to Kai Coco as we see Doc Boone inch closer towards inch closer towards 1,000 rushing yards. He's about 70 or so yards shy. What does Pitt got to do to make the playoffs? Well, you got to fight, because there's currently 2 teams in your area, which would be New Jersey and Toronto, the two expansion teams. They're fighting for that spot too, as that pass is going to be caught, and Vic Dawson just got smacked after making a solid catch, 3rd and 2. So you pretty much have to keep on winning. Y'all have the right of way. Y'all have the what's what I'm looking for. You control your own destiny. And yeah, if you keep on winning, they keep on losing, y'all make it. But you got to watch the game tomorrow as well, because New Jersey will play. It's going to be a handoff. There goes Doc Boone, who gets closer to the 15. 34 yards rushing so far tonight. It's going to be 1st and 10. And I got to check the schedule as well between the 3 teams, because I don't know if they play each other again. I'm pretty sure New Jersey and Toronto don't play anymore. I'm pretty sure they played their 2 games, but I could be wrong. As we see a short drop back, looking for a man on the field, and caught. And there goes Kai Coco with another touchdown, and that will be number 13, and that will give him the season lead for all wide receivers here in the USFA with 13 touchdowns. Great job. Kick is going to be up and all day from Mr. Parkey, and it's going to be 14-10. So both teams have scored every single time they had the football, as we're at the midway point, or almost at the midway point of the 2nd quarter. Going to be an interesting ball game here. Who is going to get the victory? Let me know in the chat. But as of right now, we have 3 receivers currently with over 10 touchdowns. That'll be Kai Coco with 13. He's with Charlotte. Darren Eliason from Toronto, he has 12. And Ryan the Diamond Davis from Huntington Beach has 11. So those are the 3 top receivers in regards to touchdowns. And of course, they're all obviously in the tops in regards to yards as well. But we got to see what happens here. You know what I'm saying? Kicking this one away. Pittsburgh is not going to be able to return that one. That's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Kai Coco averaging 110 yards going into this game. Well, he averaged that a game, so that's just ridiculous all in itself. But it's 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh, trying to get something cooking. 2 wide receivers up top, 2 at the bottom, or 1 at the bottom along with the tight end. They'll go ahead and hand it off on the zone read, and Mike is going to make him pay for his first carry. A gain of 11 coming up here for Pittsburgh. Let's see where Hank Falco is in regards to passing yards. He's currently top 5, and after this game, especially with how this game is rolling, he should be top 4-3. As we see a fake of the handoff, here comes a launch to the other side, and it's going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Anthony Stank. But the veteran Caitlin Montaigne says hell no to that. Going to make it 2nd and 10. So Hank Falco will need a 400-yard passing game tonight in order to crack 3,000 and be the first one to do it. But we'll see how it goes here, as Big Home is going to look. It's going to be another screen pass. It's going to turn up, trying to get past the man. And this time the screen does work. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up, though, for Pittsburgh. And Doc Boone joining into the giveaway. Make sure you get your peoples in there, get your teammates in. And that's one reason why Huntington Beach is up there. They have like 5 or 6 in every single giveaway. Like it's those little things. As it looks right side, it's going to be caught, but he got tapped down as he was actually making the catch. So they're going to kneel him down or mark him down. Not able to roll back up. That's going to make it 4th and 2. So looks like Charlotte's going to get the first official stop here tonight. Sending this one away is Anita. And that one's going very high, and it doesn't look very pretty, as that one is going to get kneeled at the 33 yard line. And that was hanging in the air for a little bit. I think the wind affected that one. As you see Pac Trescott and CJ Bird go at it right there. They're still going after the play. Who won that battle? Y'all let me know in the chat. It's 1st and 10. And if they was to play some sort of mutual combat, who will win? Interesting. It's going to be Doc Boone in the backfield. He'll get the rock, going to push forward, and he's going to get to around the 37. It's going to be 2nd and 5 coming. Let me know how the game's looking. Let me know how I'm sounding. Any way to make it much pleasurable experience for you guys, as that is going to be caught by Vic. His 4th catch of the game. Going to be 1st and 10. 4 for 23 and a touchdown. Looks like he caught that bot tight end slipping just a little bit. And he is going to hang on to it as he falls to the ground. As Hank Falco is yet to have an incomplete pass this time. So far this game. Looking for a man. Gonna take off to run, and the pass rush gets home. Jerry Philbin and Tank Jones split a sack, and that's gonna make it 2nd and 19. Good job there from the pass rush. One of the best pass rushes in the league, in my personal opinion. 2nd and 19 coming up. Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man. Backs up a little bit. Waiting for someone to get open. Takes off to run, and he's just going to hang on to it. Going to see if he can pick it up. Yes, he will. Going to pick up some yards and slide down. Make that 3rd down a lot more feasible. 3rd and 2 coming. And let me see where big homie Jerry Philbin is. He's currently not in the top 10 from what I'm seeing. So he's at 7 sacks or lower at the current moment. That's Kansas showing some love in the chat. I see you, big homie. Let me see if I can find you in the stats real quick. Third and 2 here. Going to be quick pitching it and going to be caught by Kai Coco. That's just what he does. And the drive continues here for Charlotte. Jerry Philbin, you're currently at 6.5. So definitely nothing to sneeze at. Don't get me wrong. Definitely a good set of games right there for you. Let's see what the rest of the stats look like. 25 tackles. Well, actually, no, that's more than that. That's a juke move there from Vic. He's going to get catch number 5 on the game. 13 for 13 so far, and I'm thinking that's the biggest streak up to this point in regards to completed passes to start the game, as it looks like the passing game continues. Looking middle field and caught, and another catch. That's going to be catch number 14 by this receiving core. 2nd and inches coming up as they have the final minute left here in the 2nd. So you have 43 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 6.5 sacks. That's actually pretty good, in my opinion. You just don't have like the big sack numbers like everyone else does. Looking on the run, and that is their first incompletion right there. Trying to fit that one to Vic. It's going to be 3rd and inches now. There goes Lisa McCullough getting up in the mix. Huntington Beach representing as always. And Charlotte looks to pick up the 1st down at the very least. Want to see if they could get a little bit more, obviously. Looking for a man again, middle of the field, and going to be dropped by Kai Coco. We've seen some of the top receivers drop one every now and then recently. Within the last few weeks or so, we've seen Darren Eliason miss one. We've seen Ryan Davis miss one. A pretty interesting set, as it looks like Charlotte is going to have to settle for a field goal. They don't want to try it, or at least try to go for it. Kick is going to be up, and kick will be good. And it's back to a 7-point affair here in Pittsburgh. Charlotte's going to be up 17-10. Right now, the sack leaders are Calvin Thomas with 11.5, and he pretty much separated himself. is doing pretty well. Everyone else has 9 sacks or less. Dexter Hall, Hendricks Harlow, they're at 9. Andre Krim, Gronky Kong, and Thomas Noble each have 8. Gina Buckley, Shane Knox have 7.5. Blaze Baxter, King Maximus with 7. And then it kind of goes on from there. Looks like Bryce Zerns is tied with Jerry Philbin there with 6.5, along with Phenom Chisholm and Thax Brightmore. Pretty interesting setup here for sure. Not a lot of interceptions this year. The most anyone has at the current moment is 2. But there's a lot of players that got interceptions, if you catch my drift. Looks like 11 different players across the league have at least 2 interceptions, which is pretty interesting. But it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Pittsburgh back with the football. What is going to happen here? Money Mills looking for some money. Got some players taking off to run, but going to throw it short. There goes Mike Hawk, who's going to get close to the 30, and Pittsburgh will call their first time out here. It looked like he was trying to go deep, but pretty good defense there from Charlotte prevented that. Had to take what the defense gives you. 2nd and 6 coming. Passing it, looking for a man, middle of the field, and some coverage, and still caught. Was that a first down though? Calling the timeout again. It should be a first down. It looked like he was past it. Nope, they said he's a little short. 3rd and inches coming up. Third and inches, passing it again, looking for a man, looking left side, and some coverage, almost picked off 2 times. As that is going to be 4th down, and Charlotte should be getting the ball back with less than 30 seconds left. And it looks like it's yet another long hanging punt, and it's going to be dropped down at the 40. So it did waste 7 seconds, all things considered, but now sets up Charlotte with the potential Hail Mary opportunity. They do have all 3 timeouts. They may not be able to use them all, but they could get one good play. They could find themselves in scoring position. You never know. As it looks like it's going to be a pass coming up, looking for a man. Is Falco going to launch this one deep in the middle of the field and going to be incomplete? Looked like Kai Coco and Vic Dotson was in the area, but neither one of them could corral it. You're going to make it 2nd and 10, and they'll have one more opportunity. And it looked like those 2 players in particular had the right of way to catch it. As it looks like they go towards more of a Hail Mary set. Going to look for a man to throw it to. Going to launch this one again to the right side. And Vic Dotson could not hang on as he almost corralled it through 3 defenders. But that is going to be the end of quarter number 2. Shout out to all of our affiliates as always. Shout out to the GSB, the ECFL, and Goals. Shout out to our homies at W. And also the big dogs over there at Paladin. If you need some software help for your business, go to Paladin. If you want to get the official energy drink of the United Sim Football Association, head to W. Use that code USFA S9 to get 10% off of each and every order that you choose to have with them. So get that premium energy without all the craziness as we set up 1st and 10 here. Going to be passing this one, looking for a man. Is Falco. Protection's breaking down. He's going to take off to run, and he's going to get taken down for the sack. There goes Seth Welch coming through with the big play, and it's 2nd down and 21 coming. And the pass rush here for Pittsburgh, trying to keep their offense in the game. Now it's going to be a 2nd and long situation here. Passing it, looking for a man. Throws a short, and it is going to be caught. There from Vic Dotson. I thought he dropped it for a second, but he does hang on. 6 catches, 43 yards, and he is leading all receivers, no matter the position, in catches. So about as sure-handed as you can ask for in a player. 3rd and 13 coming up. Going to be another pass. Looking middle of the field and had Kai Coco, but the pass off the mark. And that's going to make it 4th and 13 as the Pittsburgh defense stands tall. We're going to see Money Mills and the gang come back onto the field. It's going to be 4th down coming. Sending this one away, and he's been having a tough time as well, but he booted that one, and that's going to take it past the 20, and he'll take it to around the 26, 27 yard line, maybe a little bit further than that. It's 1st and 10 again. Pittsburgh coming back onto the field, trying to relive some of that magic from the first 2 drives in which they scored. Passing it, middle of the field, and caught. There goes Anthony Stank getting into the mix. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for Pittsburgh. Tackled by Aaron Jacobson, one of the greater linebackers to ever played the game in the USFA. Passing it again, looking right side, is going to be caught. There goes Mike, pushing forward for the first. First and 10 coming up, the 7th catch on the day there for Mike, who hasn't had a lot of yards due to the screen passes, but it's going to be 1st and 10 coming. See the man coverage at the top of your screen, as there's going to be a handoff, no matter. It's going to be a push forward there from Mike, who gets his 2nd carry. Going to make it 2nd and 5 here. Lakota Sensawakua there with the tackle. Passing it, looking right side, and going to be deflected by Caitlin. And that's going to make it 3rd and 5 now. I told you, those slant routes aren't always flawless, but when they are, they're a very tough play to stop. Passing it, looking for a man, going to throw right side and caught. There goes Anthony Stank on the outside, making that catch. And that'll get him inside the 40. It's 1st and 10 coming up here for Pittsburgh. Great game so far, nonetheless. Making the handoff. Got a lot of people going deep, and they got his man, and Blake Grant is going to catch another one. Hitting with the pointers, and Pittsburgh's going to be an extra point away from tying this ball game up. It's 17-16 here in the 3rd, and Pittsburgh's not playing games. This is the team that we expected to see in the beginning of the season. Kick is going to be up, and the kick shall be good. Tied the ball game up. Let the siren play. Let's get into it. Blake Grant says he has some making up to do. taking the top off the defense. That's his 3rd long catch of the game. 2 of them went for scores. But their problem is they got to find a way to stop this Charlotte offense. who's coming back onto the field is going to be big homie Vic, who's going to push to the 30. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Nothing secured yet in this ball game. Pittsburgh needs to find a way to not go through a battle in regards to what's the name, a shootout, as we see big homie Doc Boone pushing forward for another big gain and another 1st down. And he's about halfway there to hitting the 1,000-yard mark. And Charlotte is on the move here. Short drop back, quick pitch, and caught. And actually, I'll take that back. MJ Witten could not hang on to it. That's a drop. It's going to be 2nd and 10. As we see the second drop here from this Charlotte offense. It was going crazy in the beginning, but now not as smooth as we've used to seeing it. And the right tackle is going to move a little too early. That's going to make it 2nd and 15. Shotgun set with 2 tight ends. Going to be passing it, looking for a man, middle of the field, and caught. There goes Hex Waters, hanging on to it, getting inside Pittsburgh territory, and now it's going to be 3rd and 2. His first catch for 13 yards. Going very heavy on this one. And they are going to hand it off, and there goes Doc Boone, but did he get it? I don't think he did. They said he's short. It's 4th and inches, and it's pretty interesting to see what they'll do on this particular play. They could go for it. They could put it away, see if their defense could get a stop, see if they could get the pin, and it looks like their special teams is on the field. Is it another stop here for this Pittsburgh defense? Looks like it is, as this one is going to go way up in the air, but is going to go a little too far. That's going to be a touchback. It's going to be 1st and 10. Pittsburgh has a chance to take a lead here in the 3rd. Let's see how the offense rolls out in this one. And this is definitely the biggest game for Pittsburgh this season, especially with what can potentially go down tomorrow if they was to lose. Going to be looking for the pass. Takes off to run, throws the back foot, and makes the catch. Is Ty White, the former Huntington Beach Voyager, making the play, and that's going to be a gain of 9. Ty White, one of my favorite players, not off of personal bias, but just overall ability. Doesn't have the attributes, but always seems to play her heart out every single time she's on the field. You love to see it. It's going to be a fake of the handoff. Shane Knox trying to get free, but it ain't going to get free, and that's going to be another dot. And there goes Blake Grant, turning up here today. It's 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh, and their offense looking pretty prolific right now. Faking the handoff, looking for a man, middle of the field, and going to be caught. Actually, almost caught there. Blake Grant cannot hang on through contact. That's going to make it 2nd and 10 coming. Interesting game for sure. Looks like 16 more minutes in this one, assuming it doesn't go to extra quarters. There's going to be a pass, and there's going to be another screen, and there's a lot of open space there for Mike, who's going to pick up the 1st down. Going to push inside the 35-yard line to around the 34, and the Pittsburgh offense continues to rumble. 1st and 10 again. Here comes Pittsburgh. And this time the screen works to perfection. Gonna send a man in motion, handoff, zone read, gonna pick up a solid gain inside the 30, gonna make a 2nd and 4. Making the handoff, double teaming, Knox not getting home, going to be caught, but Mike is unable to catch himself and turn upfield in bounds. And now it's going to be another 3rd down situation. 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd. Passing it. No drop back needed, but the pass on the mark. There it goes. Big home mistake. Inside the 15 they go. Pittsburgh styling every single number up, and they're making it happen. It's 1st and 10 coming. Down to around the 10. And this Pittsburgh offense is turning up a little bit. Gonna look for a man passing in middle of the field and gonna be caught by Guy Clausen. Down to the 4. The 3rd quarter has 90 seconds left in it. And got to give Pittsburgh credit. They are putting their best foot forward here tonight as they go towards more of an empty set. Pittsburgh trying to find their way into the end zone. Charlotte looking for the stop, middle field, and incomplete. As this is going to be 3rd and 2 now. Big 3rd down. Passing it again, right side, and caught. And Kane said they needed 7. Mike Hawk is going to give them 7, and that's going to put Pittsburgh on top here in the 3rd. What a drive again here from Pittsburgh, and they're going to take the lead. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. I think we need to hear the siren again. 10 plays, 80 yards. A lot of people have been wondering, where has this Pittsburgh offense been? But if they're playing like this, we might have our 3rd seed already locked up, as the offense is looking pretty nice here tonight. But Charlotte still has a chance to match that coming up. Offense coming onto the field after this kickoff here. It's going to be another short one for what I'm seeing. Vic Dotson on the return. Going to take this one up, pushing through the 30. Going to get to around the 32. Charlotte's starting pretty good field position, especially after the 2nd quarter ended. But it's up to them to actually put the points on the board. Let's see what they can do. Don't forget, the end of the 3rd quarter, we got the giveaway, as it looks like Charlotte's going with the Wildcat, looking for a hole. Going to push forward to the 40. 63 yards on the game here for Doc Boone. But they're going to need to turn up a little bit if they want to use them a little bit more. They're currently down, and you know what that means. Normally they go towards more of a pass-oriented offense. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming. And it's going to be a short drop back, quick pitch to Vic. He is going to make the play, but he's going backwards. And I don't think that's enough for the first, as that is going to be the end of quarter number 3. And we'll go ahead and hit the giveaway. after this play right here. They will keep it on the ground, and it will be enough for the first as Doc Boone picks that one up. But we got to see what the prize is in this one. Let's go ahead and hit the spin. Let's go ahead and hit that setup here so you can see what's happening, what is going to be the prize in this one. And it looks like it's going to be a website bio. I haven't done one of these in quite some time. I'm happy to hear it for sure. But just for a quick synopsis of what it is, the website bio that gives you a specialized picture along with the bio being filled out in regards to like what the player is from, what his likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, all that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and check it out here. The winner shall be, well, Ryan Davis, you already won, so we're not going to run it again. You will just get 5 TPE there for that. So no website bio need. I already did one for Ryan, so no need to worry on that. You get the 5 TPE in its replacement, and we'll go ahead and get back into the gameplay pretty soon. Thank you so much for all of that, but we still got to see who gets the victory here. As looks like Hank Falco's going to look for the pass here. Looks left side. It's a wide open man, and there it goes. God. Go. And he's going to burn them all. He's going to make it a 1-point ball game again, as he's going to get touchdown number 14 on the season. And it was you. It was supposed to be a website bio, but since you already got it, you got 5 TPE, Ryan. So kick is going to be up though to tie it up, and we are there. 24-24. A great game here tonight, folks. 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Who's going to get the W? That's the question. Just like it says in the chat, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. This game will be up on YouTube tomorrow. I should make it around like 5:30, 6 o'clock. But if you are hearing it on the replay, what's going on YouTube? Hope you're doing well. Hope your December is starting out great. Mine is always amazing because I know that I will be getting a year older. It's all good. Make sure you give me some, just give me some wings. That's all I need. As we see a big hit there on Guy Clausen, down to the 25-yard line they go. Pittsburgh can take the lead here on this drive. We'll see what happens here. Someone in the crowd says 6 rings. But Pittsburgh needs to find their way to the playoffs first before they start talking like that. It's 1st and 10 coming. The slant route's trying to get going. Looking, and it's going to be caught. And sheds off a man and takes off to run is Anthony Stank. 1st and 10 coming up here. What a play there from the wide receiver getting it done. See that stiff arm though? He's like, get up off of me. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Lakota Senawakula there bringing them down before it could get too crazy. Looking for a man. Throws right side and going to be tippy toe cheese there by big homie Mike Hawk. He said he wanted to get a cup of W real quick. It's going to be 2nd and 7. But you on the wrong sideline, big homie. You got to go the other way. Charlotte's defense needs a play. Pittsburgh's offense needs a play, but who needs the bigger play? That is going to be caught. That's going to set up 3rd down and 3. Gonna pass it here, looking for a man. It's Money Mills. Protection's breaking down, and Bryce Zerns is gonna get the sack. And there goes big homie Bryce Zerns. The defense said they needed to make a play, and they got one. It's gonna be 4th and 9 coming up. And Charlotte's getting this football back with 9 minutes left in the 4th. Coming fresh off of a touchdown drive too, so gonna be interesting. Anita sending this one away here. There's going to be another high arcing punt, looking for a bounce. It was a decent bounce, but a little bit too close to that end zone. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Charlotte on the move. Gonna be a drop back here, looking middle of the field, and almost picked off, trying to fit that one to Kai Coco. That's not gonna work. There's gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. Halfback was open the whole time, is what Kane said on that last play that he got sacked on, or that his quarterback got sacked on. But Charlotte trying to get the 1st down here. They'll have to get past the 30. They're going to send some players out. Going to throw it to Vic, who's going to juke backwards. Makes one man miss, and he'll get back to the 25. But it's going to be 3rd and medium here. His 8th catch on the game. Bunch formation up top. Every 3rd down is critical from here on out. Looking for a man. Gonna go right side. Is gonna be caught, and his feet goes out of bounds as he was cutting up. And that is gonna be another stop here from this Pittsburgh defense. They're gonna get the football back real quick. Unfortunate there for Charlotte. They almost had the right away, but it looked like he couldn't corral the pass like he wanted to, so he could turn up the field. As we see a high arcing punt here from the big homies, and Jake Parkey is going to be returned inside the midfield. And here comes Pittsburgh. Now they have very reasonable field position to do something, potentially take the lead. This is going to get interesting here, folks. Don't go anywhere. Now the Charlotte defense is going to need to bring it. Blake in the chat says, give me the ball. Gonna look for a man here. Protection solid. Right side. Gonna be caught by Anthony Stank. Rising up over the safety. Pointing out where you're going. Pittsburgh's in field goal range here, folks. And that is what the #1 overall pick can do for you. And that's going to make it 1st and 10. Going to pass it again, looking left side, and almost picked off, trying to fit that one to Grant. As Ricardo Lopez won that particular battle. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Charlotte trying to keep him out of the end zone. Going to pass it again, looking left side, and gonna be caught. Does he roll for the 1st still? They said he's short. And that's going to be Guy Clausen with another big catch. His 3rd and inches coming. Bunch up top. Mike Hawk in the backfield there with Money Mills, Mr. ATM, and he's going to pass out of it. Looking left side and caught. There go Big Grant. The hat trick gets it done. Ricardo Lopez having some serious troubles guarding number 88, and it's going to be 30 points here for Pittsburgh tonight. You see right there in the breakdown, so many passes in this ball game, but it's worked out to their favor. Kick is going to be up, and kick is going to be good. Let the siren roll one more again. Blake in the chat is like, give me the damn ball. I'm going to show you what to do with it. That's what he said. That's what Money Mills did. And we got ourselves a ball game still as Charlotte comes back onto the field. Their highly touted offense coming through in a big way. Let's see if their offense could get it done. Not expecting too much run game, so have to be with the passing attack to make this happen. As this one will go over the head of Vic Dotson, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Charlotte's on the field, 75 yards away from tying this ball game up. Looking middle field off the back of who I believe is Austin Wheeler, trying to get that to Vic. Is going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Six minutes left in the fourth. Still plenty of time. Looking for a man. Going right side, and he's going to throw a pick. There it goes. Big House taking that to the 20. Sheds a man inside the 15. And this is looking bad for Charlotte. Big House almost took it to the house. Looking for a man. Is it going back to Blake? Yes, it is, but he's not going to get his fourth. He will be stopped right before he can get the touchdown, but he does pick up the first down. It's 1st and goal coming up. 7 catches, 192 yards there for big homie Blake Grant. And this game just got flipped on its head, folks. I formation. Mike Hawk is back there. And they're going to give it to the fullback, and he's going to push in there. There it goes. Audacious making the play. And there's going to be 2 scores that Charlotte's going to have to deal with now in the fourth quarter. What a game here from Pittsburgh. Set up by the interception. Kick is going to be up and good. And the Sirens just going to keep on playing tonight, I guess. Let it rock, Pittsburgh. What a game here from the Pittsburgh Roughnecks. That's just ridiculous. As they score one of their higher scoring outputs all game long. Charlotte in it through most of the game, but all it took was one bad mistake to get them out of the reach of the ball game, even though they can definitely score back quickly. Game's definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination, but they're going to need to score quick. They need to stop quick, tie the ball game up. And we've seen comebacks in this situation before, so 5 minutes is plenty of time. You already know how the game is. Especially if they could find Kai Coco or Vic Dotson deep by themselves. You never know what can happen. Charlotte never intend of giving up. Looking for a man again. They're going to throw it short to Vic, who's going to get close to the first down, pick up his 9th catch. Now make it 2nd and inches. Four and a half minutes left. They got to pick up the pace now. They're going to launch it short. There it goes. Big homie Doc Boone getting closer to the 45-yard line. And Charlotte, in theory, needs to score before the 2-minute warning. That would be my personal thought process on that, to give them the best chance for a comeback. Now they got Kai Coco at the top of your screen. On the look, left side, and they tried the in and out route. That's not going to work. It's going to be 2nd and 10. It does stop the clock. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left. Bunch at the bottom of your screen. Looking for a man again. Quick pitch to Vic, who's going to make his 10th catch. But he isn't going too far on that one. It's 3rd and medium now. Obviously, 4 down territory here for Charlotte. They need to score. Bunch at the top. What can they do? Looking right side, and it's gonna be another interception, and Big House gonna get 2 in the game, and it's gonna not matter about the penalty. Big House showing out for the people, and that's gonna be another interception. 2 in a row here from Pittsburgh. Wow. And everything was going so smooth here for Charlotte, and then all of a sudden, within the last 3 minutes or so, 2 interceptions there from Big House, and that should give them the lead in the season, as Charlotte's going to start the timeouts now, see if they can give themselves another chance. Interesting game here as Pittsburgh comes through in a big way. And let me just double check just to be sure if he had one this season. I'm pretty sure he has, but I just want to double check. I'm going to be handing this one off to Mike, who's going to pick up the first down to the 40. I want Charlotte's players checked for shaving points and Pittsburgh's players checked for PEDs. That's tough. No PEDs needed. Oh, actually, he came into this game with 2 interceptions, so he's definitely got the lead now. He has 4 so far on the season. His Big House, the 3rd, as they're going to fake it and hand it off to Big Money Mike again, as this game is slowly but surely going in Pittsburgh's favor. No more timeouts left for Charlotte to use, and I'm assuming 1 more first down to pretty much end this one. They're going to send Blake in motion again, and they're going to hand it off again. Finding the hole is Mike. Going to skate through and hit inside the 30. And that more than likely should wrap this one up. Wow. But Pittsburgh was competitive all game long. We've seen it. Actually, no, Charlotte still has a minuscule chance to get some time with the football, but they're going to hand it off again, but not if they give up plays like that, as that's going to make it to the 2-minute warning. Mike Hawk, he says he wanted to seal the deal early. Another field goal will give them 40, as they go ahead and bring out victory formation. More than likely, not too much they need to do, not much they need to prove. That'll give them their 5th victory on the season. So that will drop Toronto solely to the number 4 stud, to the number 5 seed. But now we still got to figure out what happens with New Jersey as they go ahead and play against their other team near the Hudson River, the New York Mafia. That's going to be a fun matchup for sure. As we see this one tick down 2 seconds, give it back to Mike, who's going to push inside the 10. 3rd and 5 coming up. One more kneel down after 40 seconds should essentially wrap this one up here, folks. That's crazy how this one turned out. But Pittsburgh did what they needed to do to get the victory here. We'll go over the stats as always. GG's indeed in the chat as we go ahead and prep for our final game of the week. Is going to be New York taking the trip to New Jersey for the Battle of the Hudson River, New Jersey. Now that they know that Pittsburgh won, they need to win to stay in pace with them. So should be a fun ride here. As always, we'll go ahead and get into the statistics and see how it turned out. As you see right there, the final score will be 38-24. Both quarterbacks played fairly well, in my opinion. It was just the 2 interceptions there for Hank Falco right at the end that kind of messed everything up. But just looking at the stats here, 444 yards to 331. Definitely a great job on the defensive end for Pittsburgh for making the stops when they needed to. And you see right there the turnovers swung the action in Pittsburgh's favor. Just ridiculous. Both teams 50% on third down, and Charlotte had the right of way in possession time, but it was pretty even nonetheless. Looking at Money Mills though, 30 for 38. 30 completions in the game is very hard to do. I don't want anyone to make it seem like that's such a difficult thing. First, you have to throw more than 30, right? Then you have to actually have your men open so they could bring it in. Got 4 touchdowns out of it, 78% completion percentage, 384 yards. Both quarterbacks throwing the pass over 50. And Hank Falco on the day, 23 for 34, 260, 67 completion percentage. He had 3 touchdowns, but the 2 interceptions, that's bringing it down quite a bit. He should be joining Money Mills with the 100 plus passer rating, but got to give it to Big Homie, Big House, who got the job done. Doc Boone, a respectable game for sure. I'm sure he wants a little bit more, but 14 carries there, 66 yards. Mike Hawk, 9 for 67. Didn't carry it a lot, but he did have some catches to supplement that, so he's been splitting duty. Money Mills, 2 for -2. Bodacious got the rushing touchdown to pretty much put it away. Pablo Sanchez, 1 for 9. Hank Falco, 1 for 16. And looking at the longest rush of the day, it'll be by Hank Falco for that 16-yard carry earlier in the game. Receiving wise, we'll start with Pittsburgh. Mike Hawk led the way in catches with 11, 49 yards and a touchdown. Blake Grant, 7 for 192 and 3 TDs. A great game there for him. I was waiting to see when that game was going to happen. Anthony Stank came through with big catches, 5 for 83. Guy Clausen, 4 for 28. Ty White, 3 for 32. Anthony Stank and Blake Grant each had a drop, and looks like Blake Grant did have the longest catch of 58 yards. Actually, let me go back just to make sure that the people putting the stats got that right. Cool. Good to see. And on the other side, Vic Dotson led the way with 10 catches, 65 yards, and 1 touchdown. Kai Coco, 6 for 125, 2 TDs. Tom Clementine, 3 for 23. MJ Witten, 2 for 27. Hex Waters, 1 for 13. Doc Boone, 1 for 7. Looks like Kai Coco, Vic Dotson, and MJ Witten each had a drop, and longest reception of the day goes to Kai Coco with the 55-yarder. Great job from the big homie. Defensive wise, the leading tackle for Charlotte will be Chris Sheen with 9. Lakota Sentuakua there with 7. Ricardo Lopez with 5. Aaron Jacobson with 3. Kenny Bombard with 3. Caleb Montaigne with 3. Tyree Wells with 2. Vic Dotson with 2. Cliff Allen with 1. Bryce Stearns with 1. Hex Waters with 1. And Pack Trescott also with 1. Looks like 2 bots with tackles for loss, so don't worry about those. Bryce Stearns with the only sack here for Charlotte. Interceptions, there's none of it here. Kenny Bombard and Caleb Montaigne each had 2 pass deflections. Ricardo Lopez had 1. No forced fumbles or anything like that here on defense here for the homies in Charlotte. On the other side, the leading tackler will be Austin Wheeler with 7. Great job from him, bouncing back from the other games. Cole Wetzel there with 6. Seth Welch with 5. Big House the third with 5. Mother Dunn with 5. Angel Flugel with 4. Adam Lester with 4. Makani Kakoa with 3. The final score was 38-24. Pittsburgh wins. Makani Kakoa there with 3. Xavier Hawkins with 2. CJ Birds with 2. Darnell Pope with 2. Jerry Philbin with 2. Bodacious with 1. Ronnie Shanahan with 1. And Tank Jones with 1 as well. Austin Wheeler there with 1. Seth Welch with 1 sack. Tank Jones and Jerry Philbin split a sack. See right there, Big House the third, coming through with the biggest plays of the game when they needed it the most, that flipped the game on its head. 2 interceptions, 28 yards. He had a pass deflection as well, along with CJ Bird getting 2 and Adam Lester getting 1. No fumbles or anything like that for defense. And I'm going to go ahead and show my boy Guy Clausen his stats real quick. He had 4 catches for 28 yards on the game. But as you can see, Blake Grant, the player that did everything for the most part, 7 catches, 192 yards, and 3 TDs. Let's see, did the defense, so we got to go to kicking. Both kickers were perfect. Jake Parkey came through with 6 points. Anita Dickamy came through with 8. So great job for them, and they both had a 30-plus kick there for them. Punting wise, not a lot of yards. The wind was contesting with all of them, so definitely hurt that average there. You hate to see it, but it's part of the game of football. Gotta go through the conditions sometimes. Kick return wise, Vic Dotson averaged 21. Guy Clausen, you average 18. And on the punt return side, Guy Clausen didn't get an opportunity, nor did Vic, but Mike Hawk, he had 2 for 5. And that is going to be the end of it here. Just going through the scoring summary real quick. So start with the Blake Grant touchdown, and Vic Dotson had 1. Pittsburgh had a field goal to end the first. Then Kai Coco had a touchdown pass and a field goal, so that got 10 points there for Charlotte. So that was 17-10. Then Pittsburgh came through with 2 TDs, 1 to Blake, 1 to Mike, to get those points back. And then I tied it up. And then you have the final quarter here where it was pretty much all Pittsburgh outside of the touchdown pass to Coco. Interception forced the touchdown pass to Grant. Interception forced the run from Bodacious, and that is going to be the end of the ball game here. We still have one more game, like I always say. Got to talk about New York and New Jersey pretty soon. It's going to be a fun ride as always. Don't go anywhere. It's your boy Stacks, and we out here again. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, probably a little bit later. But we're going to get the games rocking, you know what I'm saying? Stay safe, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. And we out, yeah. Congrats again to Pittsburgh, though. That was a crazy game.